Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Trevor.
This is Trevor. What do you got?
Trevor, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is that?
That is a radio show.
Jubal is your name?
Yes, it is. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Good morning. Well, I actually have a question about a date that you went on. One of our listeners emailed us about you. And I'll just get to brass tacks. I can tell you're a business kind of guy.
Yeah, he straight to the point here.
Okay, whatever. Do what you need to do.
All right. So here's the deal. You recently went out with a girl named Heather. You remember going out with Heather?
I do remember going out with Heather, yes. Why are you asking me about it now?
Well, because Heather emailed us saying that after your date, which was the most romantic date she's ever been on, by the way, after your date, you stopped texting her, and she's wondering why.
Wow. That's a real grown-up move there, Heather.
What? Wait, I don't get it. Like, are you upset by that? Are you being sarcastic, or?
That she emailed the radio station to complain about why I'm not calling her after our date.
It wasn't a complaint.
Not to complain about it. She's just, like, in the dark. She doesn't know why you stopped talking to her.
Mm-hmm. Well, all I can say is I'm good there.
You're good there.
What? Wait, you're telling me that you're good there and you put that much effort into a first date?
We talked to Heather, and she told us about the date you took her on, the private meal on a rooftop with all of her favorite foods made by private chefs. Yeah. That's a lot to do for a lady.
That's kind of just what I do.
That's what you do on all your first dates?
No, it's just kind of what I do in life. It's little details are important, and if you can ace the details, then you're going to ace the test.
Okay,
so
it's not a test.
So this wasn't even that crazy of a first date for you.
For me, no.
For her,
it was. For her, yes.
Right. Okay.
But I knew it would be that way, and it was all by design.
You knew it would be that way.
I'm confused. The way she described you, you were charming, you were romantic, and right now you're coming off as kind of a smug a-hole.
Well, you call me in the middle of my business day in a situation like this. I'm not going to be particularly happy about it.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay,
so we can get you on the
that.
phone as quick as possible if you wouldn't mind just telling us why you're not wanting to talk to her.
Look, we had a lovely time, and I got what I wanted out of the date.
What?
You get what you wanted out of it, but you didn't even kiss her at the end. What did you want out of it?
Dinner?
If you must know, I did it for a business deal.
What?
You did it for a business deal going out with her.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I sometimes do business with her father,
Yeah, she told us that.
and sometimes in a deal, the numbers can all line up and it can all look great, but it's really the personal touch that closes. And this guy clearly had a soft spot for his daughter. She was a good-looking gal. He mentioned that it might be a good idea that I date her, so I called her up and I took her on the best date of her life.
Oh,
So you're telling me that you used her as a stepping stone in your little effing career?
I'm not saying that, no, but I will tell you that 2 days later I closed the deal.
You are, oh my.
So,
Once the money comes in.
so you took her out just to close a deal with her father.
Not just to close the deal. We had a nice time. She had a nice time, I'm sure. It wasn't a wasted night in her life.
Yes, it was.
dude.
You were texting her afterwards and you couldn't wait to see her again. You played with her emotions. You totally let her on. You're a total
Jeez, Brooke.
Look, you can call me names all you want, but I'm just being honest with you guys. You called me, and I'm the one closing multi-million-dollar deals on a regular basis.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you didn't have
great.
to, like...
use people.
I mean, couldn't you just go, yeah, sure, I'll go out with your daughter and take her on a regular date and not try to be super romantic about it?
So I should take her on a date?
Or,
I guess-
hey, I don't know. Maybe you just don't use his daughter at all and you're actually a good businessman and you make a deal without having to use somebody's daughter in the process of it.
Listen, sweetheart, in business, you do whatever you need to do to close the deal, okay? I close the deal. The day that you're doing things like that, you can come talk to me, but I'm the one who knows my business.
Good look.
And by the way, her dad offered her up.
She's
So I'm going
not,
to take advantage of that.
it's not a bonus structure, you asshole.
Dad's fault.
You are an asshole. He didn't offer me up. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Boy.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
Trevor, that's Heather. She's actually on the other line listening and wanted to talk to you.
Brooke.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
You f***ing used me. You took me on this romantic dinner. You told me all these things that you loved about me, how you wanted to see me again. Like, what the hell was that? That was...
And you had a great time, right?
Yeah, I had a great time because I believed you really liked me.
I do like you, Heather, but that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you. That doesn't mean that we're obligated to have anything beyond that night.
Oh, man.
You are the biggest ass I have ever met in my entire life. I've never met someone as awful as you. Ever.
I don't really have much of a response to that. All I can say is that at the end of the day, ask yourself this question. Were you going home with me if I asked you?
No.
That's all the look in your eye at the end of the night. If I wanted to take you home with me, I 100% could have. And I didn't. I didn't even kiss you. I respectfully ended the night with you. So when it comes down to it, I was a true gentleman, no matter what you might think about me.
Really? Really? You were a gentleman by wasting my time just to get a business deal with my father.
At what point did I sign a contract with you that gave me any obligation with you whatsoever?
You have an obligation just to be a good human being. Like, life is not business. You don't do this to people.
I never once treated you unkindly or disrespectfully until you called the radio station trying to call me out.
He's right.
Yeah.
No, he's not right.
He didn't treat her badly when they went out.
He treated her like an object, okay? Whether he said it to her face or not, that's as disrespectful as you freaking get.
He was nice about it.
Oh my God, you guys are idiots.
I'd like to go out on a nice
but then
date.
you stopped texting me completely. So, I don't really think that that's treating me well. Do you? Just leaving somebody hanging like that after taking them on an amazing date? You couldn't even just be honest and be like, actually, I went out with you to close the deal. Like,
Oh, that's
I
kind of...
might have even respected that a little more, but I had to call a radio station and get them to talk to you? Give me a break. I'm going to tell my dad to pull the deal with you. Like,
Well, it's a little late to pull the deal. Deal's closed, so it's not going to happen.
Dude, Trevor, how do you have like zero remorse whatsoever?
You know, I might feel a little bad about it, but when I open my bank account, I feel pretty good about how my business is going.
Oh my God, you narcissist.
I feel sorry for you because you may say you have a bunch of money and you love your business, but you have no heart and no soul, and I pity you. You're going to end up alone.
Look, you never would have known about any of this if you hadn't done this bull thing that you're doing right now.
I would have still been
You
wondering.
could have had the fantasy for the rest of your life of the guy that you could have had, and whatever happened to him. Well, we sure had a nice time that night.
Why not try to have another nice time? Trevor, would you like to go out on a second date with Heather? I know you have money, but we'll pay for it.
Please don't even offer that. I don't want to go.
Are you sure?
You know what, Heather? I think there's another deal that might be good for your dad in a couple of months, so maybe we just wait until then.
Oh my God, you did not.
Oh, Trevor, I can guarantee you my dad will not be doing any more deals with you.
Trevor, thank you for being brutally honest with us.
Yeah.
Anytime.
God, I'm angry.
Heather, I'm sorry you had to find out that you were just a pawn in his game of trying to get some business done with your dad.
Yeah.
I guess it goes to show you don't listen to your dad anymore.